Welcome back to the Ultimate Wellness Group. Thank you for tuning in today. Today we'll be discussing odor and whether using deodorants and antiperspirants are a good idea for us when we're considering long-term health. So to begin this talk, I have to say that I believe in God, and I believe that God made these bodies very scientifically, meaning that everything that happens in these bodies has a reason. There's nothing that happens in our bodies on a day-to-day basis that doesn't have some process within it that is keeping us alive, keeping us well, or trying to manage what it is that we are faced with every day. So let's consider that we use either antiperspirants or deodorants, and we're stopping either ourselves from sweating or smelling a certain way under our arms, which is our cultural way. But we have a tendency to look at other cultures in the world and believe that because they smell a certain way or because they don't smell like us, that something is wrong with that. Well, I'll consider this, and hopefully you will as well, that the body in all parts of it that are in darkness have a bad odor if we don't clean it. Your underarms, some of us don't smell our hands when we sweat over long periods of time. Like if you're out doing work in the yard or doing some type of sporting activity, if you smell your hands, they don't smell good. Your feet smell bad. Around your private areas smell bad when you sweat. This is normal. These are areas where darkness and wetness can cause the growth of bacteria, and that produces an odor. So specifically under the arm, when you put an antiperspirant under your arm, we have to consider that the underarm is made to sweat, and that's to, number one, cool the body, but also to release toxins from the body. It's a very significant area of our bodies that's right in the area of our underarms. Your heart is near there, your lungs are near there. A lot of a part of the metabolism of the body occurs based on the heart and the lung work. So when we sweat under our arms, that is release of toxins, part of the cooling process, and when you use an antiperspirant, you are stopping that from happening. And if you use a deodorant, you are just using something that alters the odor. So a deodorant is not bad, but we're talking about the system within itself. If you are concerned about your long-term health, and this is highly associated with women, if you are worried and concerned about your long-term breast health, you have to get away from using antiperspirants under your arm, because they do cause there to be a backflow of toxins back into the breast. The normal release of toxins from the breast and the chest area goes to the underarms. Now, when we consider other cultures, as I mentioned earlier, we have a tendency to say they smell bad, and why do they do things like not use deodorants, and why do they not use antiperspirants? Well, when it comes to breast cancer, America has more breast cancer than any other country. America has more degenerative diseases than any other country on the earth. And matter of fact, when you go to other countries and they start to become more westernized, they develop more medical problems. So yes, we have been raised a certain way. We have been raised thinking a certain way. We've been raised and trained to do certain things, but it doesn't always mean that what we do is better than what we see in other societies. So please look at what you are putting under your arm, look at the chemicals that are in there, and then consider whether you sweating under your arms and finding another way to deal with that problem would be better for your long-term health. So thank you for tuning in today to the Ultimate Wellness Group.